Yeah, welcome to Electrical 435A, motor control wiring and troubleshooting. And welcome to the first time this has ever been a 100% online class due to COVID. So you'll have to bear with me a little bit here. A lot of this is new for everybody. And get you going and go over some of the details. I want to go over some of the details on the class. And you've got all the things you need to access here. I'm going to switch to student view and set up. This is what you'll see. You'll have your assignments to get everything all set up and everything here that you need to complete. You come over here and click on the syllabus and you've got the syllabus. One of the things, my office hours or student hours will be on Zoom. I'll be parked on a Zoom session there every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 5 p.m. to 6:45. You can click on this and follow the link and it'll bring up the Zoom session for you. And if you've got questions, you can drop in, ask me some questions, and then head on out. There may be multiple people in there, so you'll have to just get in line, not unlike it would be if you were just dropped into my office hours at school. So I'll be there during those times and everything. I need to pretty much wrap it up by 6:45 on Tuesdays and Thursdays because I have my live lecture for the 204 class starting at 7. So looking at this, you'll see lab reports are 30% of your grade. Homework is 30%. Tests are 30%. And then the weekly discussions are 10%. That goes into all of your grades. Now, one of the things about the homework, there are due dates on the homework. Gotta have it done, but all the homework assignments are open now, which means you can get going this week and everything while we're getting everything all lined up. Start reading, start working homework. And the homework problems, I'm going to go over here and go to quizzes. The homework problems are set up like quizzes. You'll click on it, you'll take the quiz, answer the questions and everything, and you have infinite opportunities to get the best score possible. And so you can take it twice, and if whichever score is the best, that's the score that'll automatically be kept. You can see the due dates here. It's due on September 20th, and it will shut off no late turning in until after the 27th. And the next one is due on the 27th. Access to it shuts off on the 4th. And then we've got this on the 4th, shuts off on the 11th. And then we jump down to the 25th of October, shuts off on the 1st. And this one is also the 25th of October, shuts off on the 1st. And then your final will be November 7th and shuts off on November 14th. So make sure you pay attention to those dates. I know things get busy and crazy out there, but there's no reason to throw away these points. Okay, the same thing with the discussions. You've got discussions. Some of them are weekly, some of them are every other week, and you're to discuss what's happened the prior week. I have it set up that it's not available until certain dates because it really doesn't make sense for you to be jumping in there and doing a discussion about what you did the previous week before that week occurred. So that's where the not available is set up, and you can see the due dates here, and these due dates, they shut off right there at that point. So you got to make sure there's no grace period on these due dates. Make sure you get them in, get them done, and participate there. And if you remember, this is 30% of your grade, which is just participating, asking questions, whatever it is that comes up. You can ask questions of your classmates, ask questions of me, and discuss what's happened out there. All right. Again, the quizzes, you'll see your tests show up. I don't have the tests turned on right now apparently because I didn't publish them, but in the next few days I'll get the dates turned on and everything. And I think the first test is not until October, so you can relax a little bit on the test. Okay, let's see what else. We got the quizzes, we got the grades, that's where you access your current grade. Discussions, we did that. The assignments, you can see everything here. And this is lined up in order that they're due. Okay. Now this assignment right here, register with Canvas, I just went and checked. It was due on the 7th of September, and it has a cutoff date of the 12th of September. I just went and checked, and it looks like everybody but 4 of you have completed this assignment. Thank you. That's a great way to start the semester. Now I got to light a fire under the other 4 and get that done. I'm not going to call you guys out on this, but that's enough call out on it. Okay, so this is where you keep track and you check in here regularly. You need to check in here regularly because of the nature of this class. And one of the big things is this is the first time I've done it this way, and if I find that there's something not working for everybody, I'm going to make some changes, adapt it, and possibly change due dates or provide you with more information. But you're going to have to go and keep an eye on here and log in on a regular basis. To say once a week, that would be the bare minimum. I would at least log into this site twice a week to keep up, make sure that, you know, no news is good news. If I don't put anything out there for you to respond to, you keep on going with what you got to do. Now that coming down here, you'll have the introduction, and I'm going to get it set up so that if you want to purchase Constructor, you can do that. You may have done that already. And I'm also going to put another one in here, another CAD program, motor control CAD program called, I want to say it's JetCAD, but I'm not sure, SkyCAD, you know. SkyCAD Electrical, and bring that up, and I'm going to not this time, okay. So SkyCAD is a really nice motor control program. It is free, as opposed to Constructor, which is, we have a $99 deal with them. And the SkyCAD, you can do all your motor control diagrams with this. You just can't simulate them, but you can. It has capabilities that go beyond Constructor. So I'm looking through it, making sure it has all the symbols and everything. And boy, does it take a long time to load. Okay, here it goes. And it's loaded up in my other window. And I'm going to bring it over here. Okay, and you can see the diagrams and everything, and I just went and threw that on there just to play around with it. That by no means should be like this way, you know, this way here. I just wanted to throw a couple parts on there, play with it a little bit. But this is a full motor control. You can write everything. So you've got one schematic with all the power distribution for the motors and everything, and then you've got your controls, and you can assign controls to coils and everything else, and you can see the cross references here. You've got all these contacts, you know, 402, I believe that's their power contacts, control contacts, normally closed contacts, and it tells you where it's located. Okay, so that's SkyCAD. I'll put a link up here in here so you can go and get access to it, or you can go and Google SkyCAD. And so anyway, we've got the first introduction getting going. You can be doing all of that this week. Then we're going to do motor control components and inventory lab. I've got a number of sections here for you to go through. And then we're going to do start-stop control with the relay jogging. And then we'll do forward reverse control systems. And then after Thanksgiving, we'll be doing timers. Everything about timers. If you're going to take a PLC class, you absolutely have to understand timers and timing diagrams. And this is where you're going to get the prerequisite information for that. If you decide to take the PLC class in the spring, this is the link to what you have to go do as far as getting prepared for it. And it looks like that didn't work out. I have, let's see. Oh, I'd have that disabled for the course. Well, I'll have to go turn it back on again. And let's see, go back to the modules. And I'll come down here to that. And it says it's on. I must have the link bad. Let me see. That's what I got there. And here we go. So I've got examples of past student trainers here. You've got a parts list, and these parts lists are almost identical to what you have in your kit. Say 2 normally open push buttons, 2 normally closed, a selector switch, limit switches, another switch for overload simulation, and then 6 indicator lights. Very similar to what you're setting up with. And I've got all kinds of different possibilities to give you an idea what it would cost to put everything together. And then next semester, when we get close to class, you'll purchase the PLC trainer and the software. And just budgetary wise, it's about $175 to $200. I'm not sure where we're going, and it's been purchased through the bookstore. Okay, I'll have more information about that later on. Okay, so you'll be building a trainer with the IC200 UDR001 14-point PLC, all these items, and then you'll get going. All right, so but that's next semester. Back to this semester, you've got all of these items, and we'll get going. That's pretty much it. I put another video up there about the kit, so make sure you watch that other video on the motor control kit, and hopefully we'll have that kit to you by the end of this week.